4 common reasons for hair loss. I will go over each step one by one. I will talk to you about medically approved treatments. And then the third thing would be what you can do to make your hair look and you feel better. Alopecia, it is a medical term for hair loss. A lot of people, when they hear the word of alopecia, they actually freak out. But any kind of a hair loss, the medical term for it is alopecia. They are, I would say, 1 out of 4 women in the United States that they are struggling with hair loss. And I would say more than 50% of women over the age of 40, they have some sort of hair loss and hair thinning. So you're not alone. It is not as spoken about as it is about men's hair loss, because for us, hair is our vanity. We don't want to talk about it. So there are 4 major categories when it comes to hair loss. Number 1 is androgenetic alopecia, which is the hereditary cause and hereditary reason for hair loss. About 98% of hair loss is in that category. And it can go to your mom's side or your father's side, your grandparents or your uncle. It doesn't matter. So how that works is that type of hair loss is known as pattern hair loss, either female or male pattern hair loss. Women go diffused, they don't go bald. So the hair starts getting thinner and gets to be see-through. For men, it is a completely different scale that we use. A lot of men, they start losing hair from back of their head or from having receding hairlines. The second type of hair loss, it is telogen effluvium. That is when about certain percentage of the hair that was on actually growing phase, they transition to a resting phase and shedding phase. You all have heard about COVID hair loss. COVID hair loss, it is like telogen effluvium. So it can happen even by some traumatic experience. It can happen by a very high fever or anything that puts your body in shock. The third category of hair loss is alopecia areata. Alopecia areata, it happens in coin size, smaller coin size, or bigger size. It can be several spots. It can be one small spot. So it doesn't matter. Alopecia areata, it is not a permanent hair loss. It is something that if it gets treated, you can definitely recover from. And the fourth major category of hair loss is traction alopecia. Traction alopecia can be caused by hair pulling, bad extensions, tight braid, tight ponytail, and many other factors. As other form that I said, it is not an scarring alopecia, which means it will grow back if it's not repetitively happening to the same spots.